the ocean.
See the water down
And you
there.
thought, but by looking at the, what am I? Sorry, isotopes. Yeah, Margaret, the isotopes. Also, take a look outside. You're going to see 3 round cream-colored towers. Those are evaporative cooling towers. And to the left, there's an arched roof building. That's our energy center. We have natural gas and diesel generators for backup in there. But we also have water chillers or boilers. And there's pipes bringing those waters underground to huge air handlers in the basement. This is how we create climate. So the grates at the base of the glass are part of that system. Any openings in the cliffs, or even if you look down here, you see plants moving. There's a cave down here. We're always blowing air throughout the biosphere. Any questions? No, that was for instruments to keep them from getting wet.
1, 2, 3. What the heck, one? Just one on my right leg.
And they got into here, they couldn't catch them and get them out, so they had to seal them in. And it turned out one of their favorite meals is beets. So they pretty much decimated the green food problem.
Curse you, mosquitoes. This is hurting my lip.
That's where the water spiders lay their eggs. These insects go through about 3 generations through the course of the summer. And so we are studying that as well. And you go to see that we are different buttons. He has it set up so that the insects are in the buttons. And then he brings them and he watches them out. Sure enough, they're leaving their food over to the other food and they're bringing company.
Four. I know, but they're annoying.
Keep moving your leg. When you're standing, just keep shaking your leg.
Now something we see in everyday Arizona life. Desert trees. Cactus. This reminds me of the
tree. That looks like one called they call it a tar tree.
This cactus looks like the one we had in our front yard. Whoa! Now we're in the desert zone. Desert zone. Probably make this front yard a little much. People that haven't seen Arizona, I'll give you a super fine taste.
We're in the desert here, but this is not Sonoran Desert right outside. This is a coastal fog desert. It's found in several places in the world, including along the coast of the Baja in Mexico. And why didn't they just bring the desert outside in here? Well, first off, our desert doesn't like this level of humidity year-round. It handles it during the monsoon season, but you throw it at it year-round, you're going to have a lot of dead desert. Also, our desert, look outside, you see all the greenery. Look in here, it's looking kind of brown. Our desert is summer active, winter dormant, and this desert
There's no mosquitoes
in sight. They
Over
need
there,
a biome down here that will
Tuscon
reducing oxygen during the winter months. That lower savanna was dormant during the winter. The transition zone we walk through, many of those plants were dormant in the winter. Plants in here are related plants, but most of them aren't the same. This is the blue juniper. It's one of my favorites. It grows only naturally in the central area this wrinkly skin on it. That's a waxy coating that the tree puts out to protect itself from attack by insects. So everything in the desert, you probably noticed, has a way to protect itself. Even this is called Cavalia. They can actually farm it down in Mexico and get wax from it. And it's got no thorns. It looks pretty harmless. If you cut into that, you get the fluid on your skin. It's just going to burn like the devil. So everything in the desert takes care of itself. Wow. Come on, Grandma.
The desert takes care of itself.
And as you look through the desert, you're going to see tubes sticking out. For the most part, what you can do is when you're doing research in here, to drop instruments down in there that can measure the levels of moisture in the soil and soil temperatures. The caves are all part of that climate system. Volcanic soil 3 feet deep. That's the same depth they're going to use on the platforms. And all these wires will go in there and start measuring water as it moves through the soil, temperatures, and they'll even put in these mini rhizotron cameras. These are so cool. It's like a tube, and the top part of the